Hello, Sunbeamers. Today we are going to start a new chapter which is called Living and Non-Living Things of Biology, Class 6. So focus on this chapter. We will start from science, a different study of a systematic study of different things. So let's start our chapter. So humans have always been curious to know about the things and their characteristics. How to study them has a difficult question as they are very different from each other. Scientists have made these difficult tasks easy for us. Means to study science, we have done many research. Many kinds of research has been done, and the process of research is very difficult. बहुत मुश्किल है. So इसलिए साइंटिस्ट जो है वो रिसर्च को हमारे लिए इजी कर देते हैं. वो प्रोसेस को रिसर्च को एक थ्योरी में या एक कुछ कॉन्सेप्ट बना के उसको इजी कर देते हैं. तो वही है साइंटिस्ट का काम, एक रिसर्च को इजी कॉन्सेप्चुअल वे में हमें समझाना. ओके, दे हैव ग्रुप्ड द स्टडी ऑफ डिफरेंट थिंग्स अंडर द ब्रॉड डिसिप्लिन साइंस. डिफरेंट स्टडीज ऑफ नेचर हो गया, स्टडी ऑफ केमिकल्स हो गया, स्टडी ऑफ अप्लाइड साइंस हो गया, फोर्स, उसको वो लोग एक कंपाइल करके एक सब्जेक्ट बनाते हैं साइंस. सो व्हाट इज साइंस? वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. साइंस इज द स्टडी ऑफ नेचर. इट इंक्लूड्स स्टडी ऑफ अर्थ, स्पेस, living and non-living things. Living and non-living things. So science have three branches: biology, physics and chemistry. This is biology. So what is science? Science is basically nature study. What all things are present in nature. Nature में क्या क्या मिलेगा तुमको? Nature में तुमको mechanics मिलेगा, force, friction, gravitation, chemicals मिलेंगे, acids, compounds, elements, एवरीथिंग, एंड एनिमल्स मिलेंगे, प्लांट्स मिलेंगे. तो वो इस सब के बारे में जो रिसर्च है उसको कौन बोलता है? साइंस बोलता है. सो साइंस का कितना ब्रांच है? साइंस हैज थ्री ब्रांचेस: बायोलॉजी, फिजिक्स एंड केमिस्ट्री. सो वी आर गोइंग टू डील विद बायोलॉजी. वी आर गोइंग टू डील विद बायोलॉजी. Biology deals with the study of living things. What are living things? What are non-living things? We are going to read in this chapter. But biology basically deals with the study of living things. And what is physics? Physics explains mechanical science. Physics is mechanical or applied science, you can say. Applied science. Physics is known as applied science. It basically deals with your solar system, physical phenomena like gravitation, magnetism and electricity. Okay, gravitation, magnetism and electricity. What is chemistry? Chemistry explains the properties of matter and related to the substance that forms all the living things, whether they are living, or all the things whether living or non-living. मतलब biology explains only living beings, whereas chemistry explains the matter. Matter सब में होता है, living things में भी होता है और non-living things में भी होता है. तो chemistry explains the matter, both living and non-living. Basically, we deal with chemicals in chemistry. So let's start biology. What is biology? This definition is very, very important. Biology is the study of living things, and it is also called life science. This 2 point you have to write to get 2 marks. Biology is the study of living things and it is called life science. Okay, fine. Now, what all things you are studying about biology? Biology, what is biology? Study of living things. So there are 2 branches of biology. Further, we are having 2 branches of biology: zoology and botany. Zoology and botany. What are zoology? What are living things? Living beings means plants and animals and organisms. Other organisms are also there, microorganisms. So basically plants and animals. So study of animals is called zoology and study of plants is called botany. Basically zoology, zoo means zoo में क्या होता है, कैसे याद रखेंगे? Zoo में basically animals होते हैं, तो study of animals is called zoology and study of plants is called botany. So what is zoology? Study of animals including humans. In humans also we study about We are in about humans also we study in zoology because human is a social animal. Okay. And botany study of plants and the relationship with other organisms. Fine. This is clear. Now we will deal with importance of biology. What are the importance of biology? Biology basically has many importance in our life. Like for making medicines, we need biology. What is the disease? To know about that, we need biology. To understand what kind of nutrients we get from the plants, we need biology. So many importances of biology are there, but here are some compiled points. So we will learn. Know about living things, about the functioning of living things. Living things कैसे काम करते हैं उसके बारे में हमें कौन बोलता है? बायोलॉजी बोलता है. फंक्शनिंग ऑफ बॉडी पार्ट्स ऑफ प्लांट्स एंड एनिमल्स. प्लांट्स, एनिमल्स एंड ह्यूमंस. बॉडी पार्ट कैसे काम करता है? लाइक हाउ डाइजेस्टिव सिस्टम वर्क्स, हाउ respiratory system works. All you will learn in biology. About diseases, like now you know corona disease is there. So about diseases also we learn through biology. That corona is a virus or bacteria or whatever microorganisms, how the disease is caused, kahan hua disease, where the disease is caused, how to cure the disease. Everything we learn from biology. So causes and control of disease. This point you will write. Causes and control of disease. First point is what? Know about living things, that is functioning of body part of plants and animals and humans. And second is your causes and control of diseases. Okay, next point is importance of plants and animals for conservation. Conservation of plant and animals also we need biology, as they are mutually dependent. Mutually dependent matlab, suppose this is a plant, P means plant. Plant gives oxygen to animals. Plant gives oxygen to animals. And animals help in seed dispersal. Some animals also help in seed dispersal. What is seed dispersal? I've already told you in class 5. Seed dispersal means they carry the seeds from one place to another. So, or they help in germination. Some animals help in germination of plants. So, they are both mutually dependent. एक दूसरे के सहारे जीते हैं. That is called as mutually dependent. Next point is to grow better crops. To grow better crops, what we need? We need seeds, we need fertilizers, and to protect from diseases also, we have to study, that is crops which suppose cotton grows well in black soil. So we have to study that which crop grows well in which soil. कौन सा crop कौन से soil में अच्छा grow करेगा और उसमें कौन सा फर्टिलाइजर हम ऐड करेंगे जो वो अच्छा हमें यील्ड देगा, तो वो हमें कौन बोलता है? बायोलॉजी बोलता है. नेक्स्ट पॉइंट इज, आई एम इरेजिंग दिस. नेक्स्ट पॉइंट इज control growing population. As you know, India is the second most populated country in the world, and in few years we are going to be the first most populated country. So we need to control. Population control is very important, especially in India. Why? Because of poverty. Poverty मतलब गरीबी. गरीबी के लिए क्या होता है? फूड शॉर्टेज हो जाता है, लैंड शॉर्टेज हो जाता है, फॉरेस्ट शॉर्टेज हो जाता है. तो इसी के लिए हमें बेसिकली ग्रोइंग पॉपुलेशन को कंट्रोल करना पड़ता है. नेक्स्ट पॉइंट इज पोल्यूशन कंट्रोल. व्हाई? बिकॉज इंडस्ट्रीज हैज बीन इंस्टॉल्ड and it is very necessary, I understand, but we have to control the pollution. What is pollution? Pollution is addition of harmful substances to the environment is called pollution. So what is the adverse effects of pollution? Pollution may cause deadly diseases in plants, animals and humans. Deadly diseases जैसे कि अस्थमा हो गया या आपका अदर रेस्पिरेटरी डिजीज हो गया. पोल्यूशन का डिटेल ऑलरेडी क्लास 5 के लेक्चर्स में है, आप देख सकते हैं. एंड ऑल्सो टू चूज अ कैरियर लाइक ए डॉक्टर, पैथोलॉजिस्ट, वेटनरी डॉक्टर, all study biology. Okay, so these are all the usefulness of biology. Now the chapter is of living and non-living things. The chapter is of living and non-living things. So basically you will start living things. Living and non-living things, you know, living things means those who live, and non-living things means those who have no life. Living things means life, non-living things means lifeless. Lifeless things are called as non-living things. So what are the characteristics of living things? What are the characteristics? Before that, you can do this exercise. Living, non-living. Examples, you can write human, you can write dog, you can write cat, you can write monkey. In non-living, you can brick, computer, your sari, everything you can write in non-living. Okay. Now, a characteristic of living things. What are the characteristics of living things? We have 9 characteristics. So we will read one by one in detail. Body made of cells, movement, fixed lifespan, respiration, responsiveness, growth, nutrition, excretion, and reproduction. We are going to read one by one in detail. So let's start with body made of cells. So before that, I want to tell our body has organ systems. Our body has organ systems. Okay. Our body has organ systems. This organ system has organs. Yes, this organ systems has organs. Okay. Like suppose in digestive system, we have stomach. Stomach is an organ. And in that organ, we have tissue. In that organ, we have tissue. Okay. In that organ, we have tissue. We have tissue in that organ. We have tissue. Tissue के बारे में हम पढ़ेंगे. So, and in that tissue, we have cells. In that tissue, we have cells. So, cell is the basic unit of a living organism. Basic structural unit of a living organism is called cell. So cell is the basic unit of life and all living things are made up of cells. And structure of cells we are going to do now. About the structure of cell. This one you note down: organ system, organ, tissue, cell. Structure of cell we are going to do now. Okay, the structure of cell is not given here. No problem. I will explain. Suppose the basic cell, animal cell I am drawing. This is the basic animal cell. Okay. Round compartment. Okay. Each cell is like a compartment, like your wall. Suppose your wall has bricks. This is one brick or not? This is one compartment, one part, smallest part. So in our body, cell is the smallest part. And inside the cell, we have a nucleus. This is the nucleus. Round part, distinct round part is the nucleus. So the body of all plants and animals are made up of cells. And each cell is like a compartment which contains a distinct round part. Cell is a round part. उसके अंदर और एक distinct round part को क्या बोलते हैं? Nucleus. क्या बोलते हैं? Nucleus. And we have both unicellular and multicellular organism. Unicellular मतलब क्या? One celled organism, like bacteria का एक ही cell होता है. ये bacteria. One cell organism. This is bacteria. And multicellular organism means humans. Humans के बहुत सारे billions of cell होते हैं. मतलब crores and crores of cell in our body. Different kinds, nerve cell, heart cell, different kinds of cell are there in our body. Okay, this is all about cell. What is the definition of cell? Basic unit of life. Cell is the basic unit of life. And what is nucleus? Distinct round part present inside the cell is called nucleus. Okay, fine. Thank you. Now, okay. Unicellular organisms, example you have to remember: amoeba, paramecium, and yeast. These three are the unicellular organism. What are unicellular organism? Made up of one cell. Uni means one. What is uni? Uni means one. So the organisms which are made up of one cell are called unicellular organism. Example is amoeba, paramecium, and yeast. Again, I am telling, organisms made up of single cell or one cell is called as unicellular organism. Example, amoeba, paramecium, and yeast. Okay. Multicellular organisms means many cell. Organisms made up of many cells are called multicellular organisms. Example, plants, animals, and humans. Okay, fine. Now movement. Second, your second character is movement. All living organisms show movement. Plants also show movement. Animals also show movement. Okay. How animals move movement? They walk. Suppose human also is included. They walk, they run. Okay. They swim, they fly. So all animals make movement. Such movement is called locomotion. What is locomotion? Moving from one place to another. This is one place, and moving from one place to another is called locomotion. Moving from one place to another is called locomotion. Okay. So how is the difference between one place to another in animals and plants? Suppose animals move from, entire body of animals moves from one. Suppose this is an animal and it totally moves from one place to another. But in case of plants, they are present here. So they do not show movement from one place to another entirely. Some parts moves, like fruit falls. Many are there, you will learn now. So the entire body of movements, they do mainly to gather food. Why locomotion is important? This is also important point. Locomotion is important because they do mainly to gather food, avoid enemies, and search their mates, just as cows moves in search of grass. What are mates? Mates means, suppose there is a female cow. She will search a male cow. Okay. Basically, it is required for reproduction. So we will learn that in reproduction. Okay. That process is called as mating. Process is called mating. The search, and the female cow search for his mate, male cow for the process mating. For reproduction. It will help for reproduction. Okay. Producing of young ones. Now, so these are all the functions of locomotion. First is gathering food, avoid enemies, and search their mates. Now, today we'll lead up to locomotion. We'll complete locomotion today. But there are some animals which do not move from one place to another, like sea anemone. Sea anemone is a unicellular organism, unicellular animal, one celled, single celled animal. Sea anemone does not move, it remains attached to a rock or another hard object in the sea. Sea anemone कभी भी move नहीं करता है. Sea anemone, this is a diagram of sea anemone. 1 minute. Sea anemone always remains attached to the rock or hard object and does not move. Hydra also get attached to the weeds. Weeds मतलब small grasses. ये hydra है. Hydra हमेशा attached रहता है in pond water. In pond water. In case of hydra, they get attached to the weeds of pond water. Okay. Now next, plant do not move from one place to another. Plant कभी भी one place to another move नहीं करते हैं. their parts move. Like there is a sensitive plant called Lajwanti. There is a sensitive plant called Lajwanti or touch me not plant. If we touch the leaves of the plant, it will droop. सिकुड़ जाता है. Okay. If we touch the leaf of the plant, it will droop like this one. Touch me not plant. This is a Lajwanti plant or touch me not plant. If we touch the leaf of the plant, it will droop or shrink. Okay. And after some time, the leaf will get normalized. Suppose we will touch this plant, it will droop, shrink कर जाता है उसका leaf. Okay. Sunflower always turns towards the sun. This is also a movement. Suppose this is the sun, and always the sunflower will turn towards the sun. Always. That's why that name is sunflower. Sunflower will always turn towards the sun. Next part. All you have to remember. Next one is there are many plants which fold their leaves and close their petals of the flowers and at night and reopen at the morning. Okay. So what are the points we have learned? First point is about Lajwanti, that if we touch the leaves, it will droop. Second point is sunflower always turns towards the sun. Third point is some flowers close their petals during night and open it during day. So if we have a gist of today, first we have learned about branches of science, biology, physics, and chemistry. After that, we have learned the importance of biology, which may come in your exam as a long question. Second is characteristic, that is cell. Cell is what? Basic unit of life, and the central compartment or distant compartment inside the cell is your nucleus. Unicellular and multicellular. Unicellular means single cell. Multicellular means many number of cells. Example of unicellular is amoeba, paramecium, and yeast. Multicellular is plant, animals, and humans. After that, we have learned about locomotion. Locomotion. Animals move from one place to another entirely, but in plants, some parts show movement. Entirely, they do not move. Pura plant kabhi move nahi karta hai. Sea anemone is the exception, in which it remains attached to the rock of the sea. Hydra get attached to the weeds of pond water. Next is your Lajwanti. Lajwanti, if you touch the leaf of Lajwanti, it will droop. And case of sunflower, it faces towards the sun. And petals of sunflower, some petals of flower get closed at night and open during the day. Now, non-living things also move. Some non-living things also move, like your clock hands move, clouds move, water move, car move, but they only move by the application of external agent. Like for moving of hands of clock, we need a battery. For moving of clouds, we need wind. For moving of water, also we need a force. And for car running on road, we need an engine. So they also need a external agent to move. Okay, some outside force. They move by some outside force. Okay, that external agent is called what? Outside force. So we have come to the end of the lecture. Tomorrow we will read the next part of the chapter. What all we are going to read tomorrow? Let's have a recap. Tomorrow we are going to read about growth, lifespan, nutrition, respiration, responsiveness, and reproduction. Tomorrow we are going to complete this chapter. So let's call it a day. Thank you. All the best. Jai Jagannath.